Hey, I'm Devon from Premium Garage Doors, and we're just going to do a little demonstration on how we install our insulation. So first thing you want to do is measure inside your garage door. So on these garage doors, they have an internal mullion here and an internal mullion here, and on the other side, it's flat. So first thing you want to do is insert the tape measure, so it's touching the internal of that side, and measure to the flat side of this side. So it's about 1240 on this one. And the next thing you want to measure is the height of your insulation. So when you drop your tape in there and hit it to the lowest point, then you want to measure up to about 510, and that'll be your height of the finished cut insulation size. So you need to go around and measure each one just in case the panel height is a bit different. And on these ones, you want to go onto the flat end and measure into the inside of this edge. So that one will be about 1200. On some garage doors, you'll find that it has a flat side on this side and a flat side on this side on every single one. So with those ones, you just want to measure from there to the edge of the next flat. So that one will be about 1155. And then we supply black plastic clips that go on the edge to make it look nice and tidy and hold it in. Those are some of the things you'll need to cut your insulation. We do recommend an insulation saw for easy cutting, but you can also use a craft knife, or even if you've got an old kitchen knife, that will still do the trick. On our website, we have pre-cut sheets that are cut to 600 wide and they're 1200 long. If you order them, it gets you one step closer to a finished product. Otherwise, we sell full sheets that you'll have to cut yourself. So if you order our pre-cut sheets, you'll have a size about that big, and then you want to measure in here. So it's 1200 by 510 high. So you want to come to your sheet, they should already be 1200, so we won't need to cut it widthwise, but we will need to cut it heightwise. So you just need to make a mark at 510, and then another mark at 510. Then if you have a level, you can use that, or just a straight edge will be fine. Just hold it on your mark and draw a line, and then you can begin cutting that. So to cut the sheet, you just need to follow the line, grab your insulation saw and slice down. An insulation saw does make a much better, quicker, easier job, but as I said, you can use a craft knife with a straight edge, or even a at-home kitchen knife. Just like that. For easier install of the insulation, we recommend taking off the middle strut. You can do that with a 3/8 tech driver bit, and then we recommend taking one off at a time, inserting your panels, and then putting it back on. Now with that taken off, it should just be as easy as inserting it internally into the door. You just want to push it up into all the nooks and crannies. And just like that, one panel done. In most cases, 4 sheets should be enough to do one side, but they are 1200 wide. So in that case, this one's about 1240, and then the one on the far end is 1180. So what you can do is cut off that piece, you can put into the side of there to make sure that it's fully insulated. So you can just simply insert the offcut into the edge to pick out that last little bit needed to insert your full panel. Our panels are quite crease resistant, so don't worry about bending it too much, just as long as it gets in there, and then you can adjust it all from there. Cool, so now that insulation's all put in, you can grab your strut and put it back in. When doing the bottom panel, We find it easier to take the door up to about working height to give you easier access so you don't have to bend over the whole time. Now that your door's all insulated, the last thing to check is the balance on your door. So you just want to pull it onto manual and release your motor, and you want to try to lift up your door. If it feels a bit heavy, like this one is, it wants to fall down, then give one of your local garage door experts a call to adjust your springs and give your door a service. It's probably long overdue anyway. So all that means for a garage door company is you're going to come out, feel the weight of your door and adjust your springs accordingly. They might even go as far as to give you hinges of lubrication, and they should be reprogramming your motor to suit the new weight. Maybe. Now that the springs are done, your door should stay about halfway, and that means that the tension's good. Last thing to do is adjust the motor, and it should be good to go. So now with the motor all programmed to the new weight of the door, everything's all done. You should have a nice warm insulated garage door.